Oh boy, what is going on, my fantastic people of YouTube? It's me again, MK the Truth, DODBENT. Got a little bit of news for us today. Got a little bit of news. And this news comes to you courtesy of Zadeh Kicks. Oh, y'all know who Zadeh Kicks is. Don't look at me like that. Y'all know who Zadeh Kicks is. Come on. You know, right? What, you gave him some money? You gave him some money. It's all right. Anyway, this is hilarious. So Zade Kicks is facing about 20 years in prison for wire fraud. You know what wire fraud is? You know, getting some money up out of people, electronically, all sorts of ways. This is hilarious. Now, for the people that lost money, I was sitting there thinking, I said, this isn't funny. I would hate to lose money. I hate losing money. I hate it. Then I stopped myself. I said, hey, MK, why is it not funny? It should be funny to you. I was having a little conversation with myself in my head. And I said, hey, self, why is that funny? Why should I laugh at that? Because those people that were buying the shoes from Zade Kicks or doing the pre-order thingy were trying to take the shoes from people like you. And I said, oh, self, you got a point. That is funny. Ha 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 ha. I laughed. I don't feel sorry for them anymore. Because this is what I've been saying all this time to everyone, everybody. I hate resale. I do resell, but I hate it. I hate certain aspects of it. So to those people that were taking these things and trying to give it back to us for crazy amounts of money, ha 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 ha. You lost your money trying to capitalize on people's love for sneakers. It's kind of what you get. Sad, isn't it? But anyway, we are going to read a little bit here and then I'm going to give my thoughts and things. But first, before we do that, let me ask y'all something, or to the people that actually gave this cat some money. Where in your right mind do you see a cat like this? So, if you guys don't know, Zade Kicks is a person who did pre-orders on shoes before they even came out. Before Nike even gives a release date. I believe sometimes it was before a release date, right? How in your right mind you give some cat your money? That ain't Nike. That ain't come from the boss man himself or Nike themselves. This is what happens when you get greedy and try to capitalize on people and take their money. This is exactly what all of you get. Let me ask y'all this again. How in your right mind do you give somebody money? I can't really say that because he's not in connection with Nike. He can't be because he's about to go to jail. He's about to go to jail. How could you give your money to somebody for a pre-order that ain't even Nike? Anyway, let's read on. So, the former owner and former chief financial officer of Zade Kicks LLC and now defunct Oregon corporation that sold limited edition and collectible sneakers online pleaded guilty today. For perpetrating a fraud scheme that cost customers more than $65 million. Let me read that again. Pleaded guilty today for perpetrating a fraud scheme that cost customers more than 65 million. He's not talking about the people that buy. He's talking about the people that did that pre-order that tried to get them to sell them right back to you. Let's read on. In unfulfilled orders and defrauded financial institutions out of more than 15 million. Oh boy, this is spicy. This is spicy news. Some good news today. Michael Malekzada, 42, a Eugene resident, has pleaded guilty to wire fraud and conspiracy to commit bank fraud Bethany Mockerman, 42, also of Eugene, has pleaded guilty to conspiring to commit bank fraud. Oh, they were going crazy. According to court documents, Malik Zadeh started his business in 2013. Okay, by purchasing limited edition and collectible sneakers to resell online. That's not so bad. Everybody does that. Beginning as early as January 2020, Zade Kicks began offering pre-orders of sneakers before before their public release dates, allowing Malik Zadeh to collect money up front before fulfilling orders. Y'all heard what I said? Let me read it again if you didn't hear me. Or you can rewind the video, but I'm going to read it again. He began offering pre-orders of sneakers before their public release dates. Boy, you gotta applaud the scammers, man. Applaud the scammers. Now I know he got some of these products off to some people, like I guess in limited quantity, but man, he was collecting on some bread. Oh man, y'all crazy out here. Anyway, allowing Malik Zadeh to collect money up front before fulfilling orders. Malik Zadeh advertised, sold, and collected payments from customers for pre-orders, knowing he could not satisfy all orders placed. By April 2022, Malik Zadeh owed customers more than $65 million in undelivered sneakers. Let's read on. In her role as Chief Financial Officer at Zade Kicks, Mockerman conspired with Malik Zadeh to provide false and altered financial information to numerous financial institutions, including providing altered bank statements on more than 15 bank loan applications. Good gracious. Together, Mockerman and Malik Zadeh received more than $15 million in loans from these applications. Y'all hear this shit? Whew. I mean, the scam was going. Oh, goodness gracious. Read a little bit more. During the investigation, agents seized millions of dollars in cash and luxury goods that Malik Zadeh acquired with the proceeds of his fraud, including luxury watches, jewelry, and hundreds of handbags. Additionally, almost $7.5 million was seized from the sale of Malik Zadeh's residence in Eugene. His watches and luxury cars manufactured by Bentley, Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Porsche. And rightfully so. That kind of shit should have been seized. I swear, man, some scammers are the dumbest. Now, I know he know, in fact, that he was, I think he did fulfill some of the orders, or did he not fulfill any of them? That's a lot of money. $65 million? God, the scam was in full effect. If anybody out there has actually gotten anything, I think some people said they did get some orders, but then he started backing up and stuff stopped coming and things like that. But I think he did do some in the beginning, and then, you know, things got out of hand. He got greedy, just kept taking in more pre-orders, more pre-orders. Once you see that money coming in, you get greedy, you get crazy. And this is what's happening to him now. He deserved every bit of what's happening to him now. Took all your money, both Ferraris, Bentleys, you name it, had a ball. But I got to go back to, how do y'all support or go? You see, this is what I say about resale. This is why I do not support this shit. Because it's, in fact, a lot of people just doing any and everything out here just to get money out your pocket. Always remember what I say to y'all. They are taking this stuff from you and they are selling it back to you. I don't know how many times I got to say this to y'all. Let me say it again. They are taking, just anytime you walk into a resale store, just say this in the back of your head. They're taking this stuff from me and then they're selling it back to me. Now, I don't mind anything maturing naturally on resale. That's fine. Somebody has a pair, everybody get their pair, you figure out you don't want it anymore. That's fine. You can sell it, let it go up naturally over the years. But all this coming out 700, 800, 900, a grand, all that, kill that nonsense. But how in your right mind do you see someone and say, okay, I'm going to buy these pre-sale. Nike didn't give me this, but I don't know this cat. Somebody else said they got something from them. You can hire people to say that. You can make everything look false. You can falsify anything. You can get one of your man, say, hey, yeah, tell them, yeah, you got something from me. You got your package or whatever. You got your kicks or whatever. Tell them that. Tell them that online. So we can say incredible and we can start getting all this money coming in from everybody. But how in your right mind do you see somebody like this and you support this? And he's not affiliated with Nike at all. I keep trying to give y'all this knowledge out here, man. A lot of people are coming around, but there's still a lot of people out there who will walk right into a resale shop just because they have to have that feeling and that feeling against everybody else to say that, hey, I paid $1,000 for these stupid shoes. Where does that get you? It gets you nowhere. It ain't nothing but a pair of goddamn shoes. Now this cat, I don't know what the girl is facing. I believe the girl is facing here it is right here. Let's read this. It says Malik Zadeh faces a maximum of 20 years in prison, a $250,000 fine, and 3 years of supervised release for wire fraud, a maximum sentence of 30 years in prison, a $1 million fine of 5 years of supervised release for conspiracy to commit bank fraud. Mockerman faces a maximum sentence of 30 years in prison, a $1 million fine, and 5 years of supervised release. Malik Zadeh will be sentenced on August 12th, 2025, and Mockerman will be sentenced on August 26th before a U.S. district judge. Both of them gone. It's too much money, and they deserve every bit of what's about to happen to them. But in closing, this is what I keep telling you guys about resale. This is why I don't support it. I can't really say that because I will buy something resale, but like I always say, I have a cap. And that is why I have a cap, because I know the nonsense and the BS that's going on out here to try to get a lot of money out of your pockets. Y'all be smart out here going forward. I'm not going to say this is unfortunate because he deserves every bit of what's about to happen to him. And to the people that gave him the money, this is what you get too. You shouldn't have been trying to take advantage of my people or somebody like me. This is MK the Truth, DODBENT. I love y'all. I'm about to go put on some sneakers.